We're just surfing the wave. Yeah, man. I'm just enjoying this flow with you. Enjoying the orientation. It's been a lot of dropping. A lot of water flowing. And it all makes sense. We're over here seeing things, even if we've seen them before, we're starting to see them with new eyes, you know. You dig? Lands beyond the pole. This changes everything. You know, when we talk about this Terra, Sancta, it's not replacing, you know, Utah or Judah here. I mean, how many places do you think, you know, the tribe of Judah gathered? How many places do you think the tribes of Israel gathered? You know, even if you got other tribes rocking different places, man, and love to my bro Kuti Mayo, man. We've been really having great powwows, man, and just thinking about how the tribes are spread out. You know what I'm saying? It's like wherever our tribes are located, you know, we still have rulership in these places. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we was talking about. It's just having a perspective of how things went down, especially when we add in these worlds beyond the poles, man. And Kuti Mayo, man, always does such a great job at thinking outside the box, man, or, beyond the ice wall. And, I mean, you know what I'm saying, really bringing it down to the indigenous truth, man, And it's all about, what do we see, man? Looking down at this, it's kind of like Hawaii would be looking down, what do we see? You could see an eyeball. Some people got some eyeball drop. It may look like a crater, kind of a crater situation. Okay. This is what tribing up is all about. And in many ways, Drop Nation, we've already tribed up. Like the bro Natural by Law always say, we already won. I love that because you speak it into existence, and what you observe is how you collapse your wave pattern. We're going to get back into frequency, man. Don't even trip. We're going to continue a lot of our classic series like the frequency of our creator. And, we like to keep that balance flowing with frequency, with orientation like this. Of course, man, back to Torah, back to the code every time, and the indigenous truth, man. And that's always been our flow here. It ain't never have to change. It don't have to change when you slicing and dicing through the static. We just talking about surfing the wave, man. And Ahab to everybody who got that map pack. I've been sending out map packs for hours and hours. And I feel honored to do that because so many of y'all responded, man, to the call. And y'all wanted to see this drop and all the other drop that we've been doing. And I know I've been doing it in the kind of a 10-minute segments, mainly because I wanted to sync that with the family on IG, catch them up, make sure that we all, surfing the same ocean, man. What oceans are these, man? And what's the difference between a white or light blue and darker blue, man? We're talking about salt water, fresh water? Huh. I'm just saying, man, so, now we over here chilling, man, you know what I mean? And, of course, man, I'm back to my, back to my normal flow on the tube, but I will start doing those short segments. Even over here on YouTube, a lot of us need to catch up and just, only have a little bit of time. So some of y'all really enjoy it like that. But then I started getting, folks hit me up like, "Hey, Drop, man, we really miss your 2-3 hour joints, man." I'm like, "What, man? I thought y'all got tired of me, man. I thought that was too long." But that's a cakewalk, man. Spending spending a few hours with the tribe, even live, man, is a cakewalk, man. Because we've been doing it for so long, and it's this is our first hand nature at this point. What the heezy is this, man? What's up with the eye of Horus, man? Huh? The eye, huh? Huh? Hey, don't this kind of look like the eye on Lord of the Rings? You know what I mean? But except it was on fire, but you can still see the eyeball. We're gonna take our time. That's why I wanted to do this over. Just fall back with my tribe over here, man, and just enjoy it with y'all. And just drop this, take our time, because the 10-minute drops, I'm going very fast because literally I can't load, I think, past 10 minutes on IGTV. So, again, I try to sync up the flow, because if you're getting that drop at the same time, the tribe over there, because some people don't even dig on YouTube, they just on IG. Some people don't dig on IG, they just on YouTube. And we only on those two platforms outside of our own, 432thedrop.com, so I really wanted to sync that information, man, with the Terra Sancta, what I'm saying, with just the no idol worship, all that drop. And I appreciate every single comment, man. It's super dope to see y'all so enthusiastic, man, about being hijack free. And if that's all we do it for, what I'm saying, you can never argue with somebody that's telling you to go directly to Hawa. Any argument past that is nonsense. You trying to slide in something else because of some illusion of proof you have of a story that's been given to you. If their God is rocking, if a group of KKK members, they're talking about Christ, and I say, well, what's your Christ story? And they say, well, he was raised, from 12, and then 30 years old, he started preaching. If you have the same story, and then he was hung on a tree, if you got the same story with your Mashiach that they do, come on, man. You can't have the same exact Mashiach as them, man. You think they will really be claiming Joshua? They scared to death of Joshua. Jesus gives them no fear at all because he forgives everybody's sins. Come on, man. So, man, we got to put down this baloney no matter what names you give it, no matter what reflections. It's the same story. And the whole point is that you have a new superstar that now you can't let go of. But this superstar only, goes back to the OG thoughts and Atlantises and Atlases. It goes back to the Anubises and the St. Christopher, the dog-headed mans. Yeah, we'll be back on that dog shit in a minute. Hey, man, so do y'all think this is Atlantis? Let me know. Do y'all think this is where it is right now? And, maybe it's nothing for a while just to put it back together again. Now, just because things are, look very distant, Atlantis seems very far out, right? Because it's, hey, by the way, it's right by this horror situation, right? So who's the king of Atlantis? Who's the god of Atlantis? Apollo? Who's Apollo? You still talking Zeus and Ra and all that? Come on, man. This is the Olympians, right? These are the Olympians. Now, it's interesting that they hijacked all this land. But I don't even put a cap on this land. I mean, just imagine, past this abyssal ocean. Hey, don't this kind of put a different spin on Abyssinian? If you're surfing the wave, Prester John, Emperor of the Abyssinios, right? Abyssinians. It's almost like, man, we come from the farthest India, right? We're extraterrestrial. A lot of y'all hit me with that, man. Extraterrestrial, man. Just Terra. More land, man. Maybe it wasn't so much about traveling in an airplane from Atlantis, to Horus. Maybe, you're just talking dragons, my knock. And if you have the right dragons, you can get from here You can get from here to here in no time. Right? You see how fast these meteors go. So don't limit yourself based on space and ice walls. Don't limit yourself based on space and ice walls, my naga. Don't limit yourself because you're just talking high level etheric dragons that can easily get to Ptashia. Some of y'all hit me with this. You know what I mean? Man, love to Miss D and the Copper Color Awakening, man. The sister has been dropping mucho drop on her page. Go check out her page, her YouTube, and make sure you're in the drop chatterbox because, you know, she in there getting jiggy. She in there getting jiggified, man, dropping Mando mucho drops, man, along with my sister Ty Battle over there, you know, drip dropping it, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your umbrella for Aqua Ty Battle, Miss D, but way up in the chatterbox. Peculiar Joy, man. Shout out Peculiar Joy, man. All the family that's in there. D Grapes, man. All the real ones dropping that drop. All y'all, man. And I know y'all don't do this for shout outs and all this acknowledgement, but I want to do my best. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't remember all the names I should, but I truly love y'all, man, because y'all give y'all time to come up in the drop chatterbox, man, and just leave a great breadcrumb, man. You know, just a great trail for the real ones, man. And who knows where these trails lead, man? Who knows, man? I was in there earlier, man, just, you know, just checking in with the whole team. Tecumseh is always up in there. Robert Shalazar, you know what I mean? The homie Dizzle Fitty. Oh, man, Templar over there. Templar in the chatterbox right now, man. We got to replay the Shabata show. Oh man, I had to, you know what I'm saying, just put a replay on tonight, man. It's been a lot of drop. And I know I wanted to come to y'all anyway, so it's hard to do both, you know, be live on the radio and keep up with all this drop, you know, over here as well. But, you know, I appreciate y'all for understanding and balancing it out with me. Wherever we are is where we are. So there's no separation between YouTube, you know, our YouTube community and our 432 to drop or IG community. We all got one community. Again, that's why I wanted to sync up those last drops so that we can be experiencing this excitement at the same time. When we see Terra Sancta, you know what I'm saying? When we see Terra Sancta, my noggin, I want us all to feel the joy of it being right in our face bone. You know what I'm saying? At the same dang time. And love to the bro, set cool, man. Because I gave y'all the Terra Sancta challenge. Y'all have sent me some stuff. I haven't gone through it all, so maybe there's something in there. But so far, I have not seen another map of Antarctica with no ice cap and the words Terra Sancta on it. And I wish we could translate more. But this is all we need because, of course, they're not going to give us too much. We know that. We know that. And you can see what they've done recently when you look at more recent maps of Terra Sancta, man. Because now, what? You got Terra Sancta, right? What does it say? Palestinian, right? Now, of course, it's much more recent. Now, look at this, though. Look at it. Look at this. And look at this. And just focus on the actual, make it a little smaller so you can see the whole thing. You know, just focus on the ice, you know, or the Antarctica part. You know, I'm brainwashed, my bad. I keep thinking there's ice here, but we know there's no ice, right? I mean, not in reality, you know what I'm saying? And damn, I mean, what just happened in the 1500s, man? 1600s, we got to get back on our comet meteor drop, right? But now look at this, just look at the ridge line. It almost seems like what they done today in their maps of Terra Sancta, Palestina, is just flip it upside down, like invert it. And call it, I mean, just check it out. All right, look at this, right? But look at the bottom, right? So what I'm saying is it almost seems like the bottom would be the top. You know, if I'm just focusing on this little gap right here, you know, I know it's not exactly, you know, perfect likeness, but just look at other maps of Terra Sancta. And again, just focus on this opening here on the bottom here, right? And now you see this, you know, hold on, let me do it again. So opening at the top here would now be an opening at the bottom here. You know what I'm saying? And it's just interesting, like, did they just flip it upside down? You know what I mean? And just give us a Terra. Well, they did flip us upside down. They are switching things up quite mightily. But yeah, so you got Terra Sancta Palestine, right? Terra Sancta Israel, man. And my bro said, cool. Man, Major Laser. Terra Sancta. Terra Sancta. We're just talking Israel. And again, this doesn't replace Utah or what the Grand Canyon is. I'm saying, my noggin, don't it seem like, there was a major setup, that had to do with guarding these particular vortexes, guarding the wall, right? Guarding these areas. And we had setups here. We had set up here, set up there, whether it was the Amazon Queendom holding down certain areas. That was their contribution. And then, the lines of David and Solomon and Israel's, holding down other areas. The Olmec Toltec situation, guarding the vortexes, right? Guarding the gates. Because you don't want to let no hijack through your gates. They just got out of the Pillars of Hercules, man. Straight to Gibraltar, right? They just got out the Mediterranean. They were trapped. They couldn't cross this way because there were too many warring tribes. And they couldn't get out because Atlantis had them, stuck up in here. You know what I mean? They were damn near in captivity. I mean, this is what we're reading about. All these years of captivity they were in. So if you're over here in North Africa, especially if you're, on the low class, you're damn near getting pushed down. And they're going to, kind of control all these, perimeters, you know what I mean? And this, Northern Africa is really kind of having this, lower segment in, subjected, so to speak, you know what I mean? But look how close they are also to this Antarctic, and whatever gateways. I don't see no gateways over here, though, like there is right here. I mean, I know there's other openings, but boy, they had to. I mean, it would be some special openings over here, whether it's down here or up there. It seems like there's a lot of connectivity, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it does seem like they kind of flip the script quite a bit when you talk Terra Sancta. Take the Terra Sancta challenge, and please, I really want to find more maps with Terra Sancta on the bottom of, or the top of this Antarctica situation, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man, to find more holy land. And we will connect more with the Amazon Queendom. We'll do all that. Right now, I just want to surf the wave, fall back with the Trizod, just give the pure Ahab, maybe, take a nice little tour. A nice little tour through reality. What does reality look like? And as we take this tour, man, I'm going to give Ahab to a lot of y'all that are, major contributors, you know what I mean, that have been hitting up our PayPal, Cash App, you know what I mean. People asked me, they said, drop, man, how much for the map? How much for the map pack? Man, that was pretty dope, man. We just made up a whole new thing, man, map pack. Some people thought it was actual maps, right? So they're like, how much? I'm like, come on, man. It's free 99, baby. Free 99. It's all love. And, of course, man, I always appreciate your Ahab, but this is not at all, you know what I'm saying, while we dropping all these dropping links. We trying to come home, man. We trying to get focused. And we, when we expand it to what we really looking at, it helps us, not sweat the small shit. We can now see a grander design here. We can get out that spell. You know what I mean? But y'all making sure we are keeping the water flowing, man. And we got plenty of water. So, I'm going to tour this thing around as I get some AI to some of the fans that's been dropping in, recently, contributions or, drop orders. We're back. Hopefully by next week, we got our first shipment finally coming back in for the drop gear. So I know, man, this whole situation got everybody, way behind on things. And y'all been the most patient, most patient tribe, man, in Drop Nation, waiting on your drop gear, something for months, getting through this thing. So the shop just opened up shop, so now we can do biz, man, get it going. So go ahead and order the drop gear, man. Enjoy that. We got way more designs. I'm gonna change the whole design in the drop shop just for the t-shirt slogans, and you can start pre-ordering your specific one that you want. You know what I mean? And we can just make it just for you. You know what I mean? We're gonna have more like custom design things that you can also pre-order just for you, for the swag frequency, drop gear, different slogans. You know what I mean? All the vibration slogans, man. So look out for the drop shop, and your drop gear is coming if you already put in orders. Hey man, right quick, man. What's up with this Napoleon though? I mean, did y'all see Napoleon kicking it way over here, man? And if this is play, why is Napoleon all by himself, man? Little Napoleon, right? Got a little island. See, nobody really knows what happened to these people after these wars, popped off, man. Like, no one knows what happened to Hitler, you know what I'm saying? There's always kind of some cover story. And when you talk about the elites, man, right quick before I give Ahab to all the, family, all the contributors, just look at this, man. Osiris, man, right? Come on, man. And now you got the frozen wastelands or something. Wait, so you got a whole nother barrier. Got a whole nother barrier. And I wonder what these is, it's little pockets. I mean, I don't know, man. Interesting though, man. It looks real damn detailed. That's all I'm saying. I don't care how cartoony it looks. It adds up and it connects with a lot of the older maps, like the Japanese map. Um, and I forgot to put the Japanese map in the last map pack, but we're gonna do another map pack. You know what I'm saying? Soon, real soon, actually. So I'm gonna keep that going. That was map pack 1. Look out for map pack 2. And you ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to donate nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just about, being in the flow together, because I don't want to always drop these links on YouTube, because that's how they've been taking them down so fast. So if they're going to find us, if they're going to get the links, let's slow them down a little bit. And I'll go the extra mile and just email y'all the links. And pretty soon I'll have y'all in one big group chat, one big group email that I can just drop it, boom. So then you can get on the email list for the map pack, and it'll be a real, right now I'm doing it one by one, believe it or not. So that's why it's taking me hours. Like, why does it take hours? Because I'm emailing one by one. But yo, look out for map pack 2. Hey, all right. So when the elites are promised things, like let's say they're promised an, an island, right? So we hear about such and such owns his own island. Such and such, they own their own island. And we like, damn, how does a Naga own his own island though? I mean, look how many islands there are. This is just around Osiris's camp. You know what I'm saying? This is around Osiris, and look how many islands around Isis, right? So when they are up on their queen bee thing, you know what I mean, and they are, worshiping or making deals, especially in the entertainment business, you know what I'm saying? When they're making these deals with these powers, are they getting promised land? Like, do they get taken on trips, you know what I'm saying, to these areas? And they're like, what the fizzy? Supersonic airplanes getting here supersonic fast or something. I'm just over here imagining things. Why not? It's all up to our imagination at this point. Oh, we found Anubis too. The islands of Anubis, nigga. Naga. Come on, man. How easy is these cats are slick Rick, man. They over here just acting stupid. They got an island for every celebrity, my nigga. Oh, Tom Hanks has the tenderoni. I must quarantine myself. Never heard from that nigga since. Oh, they want to put you in jail? No, they won't. We'll send you somewhere they'll never find. Wow. Look at these islands, man. Hey, man. You think this is play? Finding Nemo. Come on, man. Finding Nemo, man. Finding Nemo, my nigga. They done told you right in your face. Finding Nemo, man. Look how many isles, look how many islands around Nemo. They got an island for everybody. Do you see what they, I mean, can you imagine the game? Man, it's probably easier just to go out and find an island and just post up. You ain't got to deal with pay no taxes. Just find me an island somewhere. I'm just gonna find me an island. I think there's a gang of islands over here. Let's claim one back. We out of here. Wow, man. Hey, look at the Magellan. Oh man, come on, bro. This looks like a bunch of asteroids splitting apart. Kind of like when they say, "Oh, we're entering a big asteroid cloud debris field." It looks like a debris field, right? Like like something blasted the shit out of something at some point. Look how many islands these are. Before you say off drop, it's cartoony, man. It might be just play, man. Finding Nemo, man, that's just a cartoon thing, man. My noggin, is this play? Or is this not the Azimuzzle equidistant map projection? We've already verified, especially with the plane routes, that this will make much more sense. I mean, look at the work of Eric Dubé and so many more. So why the hell would this be so off? Why does this have to be a cartoon? You think they just made this name up? And we've seen Thought the Moving Island on multiple maps outside the ice wall. You think this is bullshit? The Asian Sea? The Asian Ocean? Sacagawea, my noggin. Ain't that some Indian stuff? Destinia? New Appalachia? Atum. Don't we got a song? Prester John of Appalachia came to baptize you with me. We're talking the fountain of youth. In the land beyond the sea. Ain't that them lyrics? Uh-oh. Got 'em. Oh, man, we found some more land. I was just playing going left, but I shouldn't have been. I should have said, man, past New Appalachia must be more islands, man. So they could say, man, I'm going to get you in the island, get you away from here. Take a plane from South America over the ice wall, past Atum and them. Yep, right about here. This is where we'll set up shop. Hey, man, everybody say, what happened to the dragons? I mean, all they had to do was just bounce for a minute. Oh, we over there in the Odin territory. So, what do y'all think, man? You think this is always going to be this way? Or do you think we're going to get all this shit back? You think these hijacks are just going to be rocking out forever? Just styling on us? You think these hijacks are going to be styling on us forever? Hey, man, let me get to shout out my contributors, man, at 432 The Drop Radio. And I appreciate y'all because I know that, what I'm saying, it means a whole lot, man, to make sure, that we can reach our mark, what I'm saying, as hijack free as possible, as fast as possible, can, do all the great endeavors that we want to do, what I'm saying. And this time, man, it's Ahab for real. So love, this is all on the PayPal first, man. Love to Paul Landry. Love to Gartrell, McKinney, Latasha Lark, Filani, and Lavi, and Lavu. Frankie Collins, David Abreu, Gabrielle Thompson. Love to Robert Brown, Cynthia Henry, Amy Studstill. Love to Sandy Sanderson, Anthony Campbell, Susanette E. Howe, Kashonda Johnson, Ahab. Tracy Slocum, Ahab. Nicholas Garrett, Ahab. Cal Jones, Yolanda Clue, Michael Joseph, Ronald Watson. Love to My Style. Love to Breakfast with Judah. Love to my sister Renana. Love to Robert Scott. Love to Robert Brown. Love to Zakir Yashra. Love to Yosef the Real. Love to Ron Grant. Love to Amir Home Care and Gartrell McKinney. Love to Ty Battle. Danielle Rosenbaum. Ahab Teresa Martin. Ahab the bro. Champ Bailey. King Champ. Look forward to our next interview, bro. Ahab for the drop order and your patience, man, as well as Dizzle 50, man, and everybody who's been patient with the drop orders, for real. We're on it. Chef Candy's on it. Everything's catching up and getting back on track. So, Allahu again for that. Teresa Martin, Peculiar Joy, The Green Cleaning Service, Ahab, Robert Salazar, Tyree Turner, Jacob Greenway, Renee Brooks, Ahab to Obsidian, Kyle Jones, Richard Whitaker, man, I'm talking tech. Love to David Mack, you already know, Nathan Christie, Contessa Taylor, Marvin Bell, Audrey Clark, Austin Conti, Rachel Fache, Zendos, D-Sign Concepts, Ahab, and Dolores Wells, and Akida, the family Akida, and LT Wilson. Ahab, man, that was just, the PayPal throughout the months. Oh, man, we back over here in Nemo. I about to say, did we find some more incredible island drop, man? I wanted to dig on that other map we just had up, too. I done hit y'all with all the map drop, man. Yeah, this is that Templar map, man. Literally Mexicana, man. So don't tell me we in Asia. Oh, we Asian, man. We the Mexicans, man. We the Mexicans, man. Let's go, man. Ahab to everybody dropping on the Cash App, showing the Ahab, keeping the water flowing in real time, man. I mean, this is all in real time. Ahab to the bro, Wally. Ahab to Dominique Walker. Ahab to J. Pep Harrison. Ahab to Terry Butler. Dorothea Anderson. Ahab Stephen. Dwayne Lamb. Ahab to Damien. Ahab to James McPherson. Ahab to Robert Jackson. Ahab to Yacht O. Rivera Cortez. Ahab Jerky Strickland. Ahab Desmond Gillespie. Ahab Judalyn Phillip. Ahab to Lachelle. Ahab to Devote Pritchard. Ahab to Donna Bond. Allahu. Ahab to Dikieta. And Ahab to Sebastian and DRKL 60, Anita Alford, the sister Sherry, the family Dizzle 50, what it do? The family Nori or Noella. Ahab to you, Jordan or Jordan Burke. Ahab to you. And Ahab to the family Judalyn, Philip, Apollo, W, Walter, Rucker, and Rakeem Anderson. And the family Malcolm Harvest, what it do? We definitely got to connect. Ahab for your patience. Ahab Meredith, and my sister Joy German, and my sister Rita Felton Fitness, what it do, Ahab, as well as by any means necessary. And that's just a few of the contributors, man. And, you know what I mean? Whether they just surfing the wave, man, and just saying, hey, man, we appreciate what we getting over here, or just, shouting, just shouting, you know what I'm saying, for glory, man. You know what I'm saying? Just, giving all glory to the Creator and just trying to be a helping hand. You know what I mean? I appreciate the help. We need all drop in, you know what I mean? We need all drop in, you know what I mean, in real time. You know, we have a structure, you know what I mean, that's really coming to life in real time. And, you know, it's only been really a short period of time, and we've only started, you know what I'm saying, to become what Hawaii has destined for us to be, you know, in terms of, you know, the flow, the communication, the emergency flow, getting the land flow, you know what I mean, and just tribing up. And again, we've already tribed up, Anagas, you know what I'm saying? This is already happening, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even about, oh, something physical per se, you know, it's like we're on the same page, keeping the code wherever you are, we're tribing up. Hey, look at this Brazil, look at this South America flip. Ah, and where would Antarctica be here, over here? Huh? Ah, this would be Antarctica, huh? Look at that. It's fitting in like a puzzle. Hey, man. Love, man. To my sister Jackie Anthony. She dropped this sweat hypothesis, and we got a little bit of this in one of those 10-minute drops. Sweat stands for Southwestern United States and East Antarctica. That's what this sweat stands for, okay? Which theorizes that the southwest of the United States, or the southwest of America, was at one time connected to Antarctica. And go into it. You go into it, man. I mean, that's all we needed. Is to know that they're working on an official hypothesis talking about America connected to Antarctica, man. I'm just, I'm falling back. This is a victory lap. This is a victory lap. We are surfing the wave. We're going to do a great dismount reading back in that document, Hawaii, the creator. Get it like it's the first time and take our time. Again, normally we're flying through that stuff, so I want to just actually fall back and read it. Just fall back, enjoy it. Enjoy it with you. Have a good Shabbat to it, you know what I mean? Just meditate on the code. Meditate on our vibration. And y'all keeping the water flowing, making sure we got the vibration. Look at this connection here with North America and Asia, my naga, and tell me what's the difference. So by the time we look at these maps up here, where South America is literally just connected into Greater Asia or Grand Tartaria, there's no North America. Again, does North America even exist in real time? Or have we been taught that we're in North America? Or we're just talking about one huge chunk of land called Asia? Or like the Templar was just, like, that great map we were just watching from the Templar. Or was that again? Let's try that. Here we go. Or we're just talking Mexicana, man. Is this just Mexicana? See, they couldn't just put us all Asia here. That would have threw them off too much. Because, this ain't just North America, right? We got California right here. And Mexicana. Right. All of this is Mexico. Just like the book of Josephus, chapter 6. Book 1, chapter 6 went into the whole line, the whole genealogy. And here comes this Mossack out of nowhere, this Meshech out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And it says, for those that are able to understand, there's a mark or denomination on this tribe. For those that are able to understand, it gave you a riddle. And we said, well, who's these Meshechs? And it just goes right to the tribes of Moses. But they try to hide it. Remember, Japheth is hiding in the tents of Shem. Well, they're trying to hide Shem in the tents of Japheth by making this Meshech under Japheth, when really you're just talking about the Mexicans. And this is how they're hiding real indigenous history in the biblical, canonized or canonized, versions of history we're getting, tampered history. We're finding our foundational legend, but we got to do some digging to really verify the script. All we're really doing is verifying the script. Yeah, man, the Holy Lands exist, man. Yeah, they might be under ice, or they might be something like a Grand Canyon where there's over 1,200,000 acres that have never been excavated or touched at all. There's only, only 3 out of, 2,000 habitation sites have even been excavated, or cities. 3 out of 2,000. 1,200,000 acres have not even been excavated at the Grand Canyon. 1 million acres. Why? You're talking Holy Land, my noggin. You're talking the Grand Khan in the Grand Canyon. And I'm just surfing the wave, man. I got no play here. I'm just saying, yeah, we know that this is all connected. And we know over here we're just talking about that Terra, Zankata is what I like to call it. Zankata, right? But they'll call it Terra Sancta. I say Zankata. Put that together. You got that Zan, you got that rest, you got that nourishment, you got that Zion. Oh, Terra Zion. Because you know those S's, be slipping in there for the Z's. And like they go Sion instead of Zion. They go, oh, the pious Jews of Sion instead of Zion. So they keep switching the Z's and the Z's and the S's. We did a whole drop on that before. So when I see San Kata, I see Zan, my naga. I see Zan, my naga. I see Zion. I see Terra Sancta. I see Zan. Kata. Yeah, we got to pull up a Hebrew chart. Because we're going to go in anyway. We're going to talk about some stuff anyway, man. We're talking about Terra, Zan, Kata. We just surfing the wave, man. Don't mind us, man. Don't mind us, man. Here we go. So yeah, make sure you got these Antarctic links. And all that was in the first map pack. Again, look out for the map pack part deuce. You know what I'm saying? And, that's just kind of my gift back to y'all, really, for surfing the wave, man, and all your contribution, man, with your time and the energy. It's not just what you can drop on a Cash App or PayPal. I just got to still give the family some love and acknowledgement, even if I know you don't do it for that. I still got to give our Dragon sponsors acknowledgement, whether you a copper dragon, silver dragon, or gold. Hit up 432thedrop.com, man, and become a Dragon sponsor for season 4, man. We're about to get in season 4, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sit down and get a date together, man. I'm thinking maybe mid-July or late July, man. We're gonna see what's good with the tribe on this one, man. And but yeah, season 4 is coming up, so become a Dragon sponsor today. You know what I mean, and just get cozy and ride the wave, man. We've had sponsors, man, that have been really there, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just pushing us forward the whole time, man. And so, you know, your contribution, is much more than, what you can do with that. You know what I mean? What you doing with your comments and just showing that you got the energy for it, or just requesting these map links and this map drop, or just hit me up on the email saying, man, just keep going, just keep going. We with you. All this stuff, all this contribution, man, it goes into one pot. So don't ever think because you can't contribute one way that you can't contribute another way. You could be up in the drop chatter box right now contributing, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you could be kicking it with the Templar right now, man. Listening to the Shabata show in real time, man. You know what I mean? And again, out to Miss D, she's over there popping off. Massive firepower. I said, man, Fireball is her name. You see, Templar's over there just being a goon in here, man. He's just dropping nothing but drop. David of Georgia or the King of Kings. I mean, I guess we just listening to some, OG Shabata show going down. Let's see what the Templar's listening to right quick, man. To remain faithful to Judah, or they say Judaism, in the 15th century. Other members, because again, they got Prince Judah, and he wants to remain faithful to Judah. But they say Judaism, just to throw you off. But his father is named Judah. Templar going in. Templar going in. Other members of the nation under King Joseph the third Rubani and Prince David Rubani, sons of King Solomon the fifth Rubani, moved to Afghanistan. Templar going in. Islam, so they say. All right. So Isaac Lubatan was the great-grandfather of Judah, the Maharal, and brought the very it says brought the very pale skin and blonde hair into the famous rabbinic family. So this is when they, throw their link, because they want to put into your mind that these are white people, right? They want you to think these are the whites. And what it do? Fireball. Solomons and Davids. They want you to think they're fair skin and blonde hair. And some people say, yeah, well, they're just using that English spell. They're just really saying pure when they say white. But they go a step further and they go blonde hair, blue eyes, pale skin. Oh, well, they on that hijack. We know they on that hijack. But this is what I love about 432 Drop Radio, man. No matter if I'm over here dropping or if it's Natural or Yosef or Tecum, Say, Man, Irvin Reed, Templar, or we over here in the drop chat, we're constantly learning and constantly teaching each other. So right now, Templar is literally at 2:30 in the morning over here just getting it in. And he's not just talking to himself. He's leaving these messages for those that's going to come at 6 in the morning. Tomorrow at noon, they're going to come back and get the recon from Templar that he's paying it for right now. I mean, the bro is living in the future. He's living in the future. We over here getting the drop, from Fireball Miss D, man. And I know she had dropped something on this Battalion. I believe she also dropped something on this Columbus. Who's that? Oh, here we go. Who's that? Yeah, this Columbus drop was cray. My sister over here dropping that drop, man. Give it up to Fireball Miss D, man. Go hit her up, Miss D and the Copper Color Awakening on the YouTube, man. Go get that drop. Yeah, some Columbus drop, man. Let's just get this part. Actually, they gotta open it up over here. It's kind of small, though, but, I'm going to get this little piece. Love to Miss D. The divine interventions were indices of the comprehensive guidance that God had always offered to Columbus. Well, who's his God? Apollo? Zeus? Since you were born, he held you in his greatest care. Okay, because Columbus and his majesties were the protagonists of the Christian eschatology, the oracular voice of the fourth voyage compared Columbus to Moses and David. Whoa. Stop. Christ of Ophir. Christ is always trying to hijack Moshe and David. They always want to get the keys. Christ always want the keys, man. Christ of Ophir, Christopher. Christ of Ophir always wants the keys, man. And who would be a better qualified Christ? Honestly, man, hold up, man. I'm going to put my vote in right now. I know I don't represent the other side, but if my vote matters to y'all on the other side, I vote Columbus as Christ. I vote Columbus as Christos. I think Columbus has done more for Christianity, has done more for the average, Caucasian or European or whatever you want to call it. Columbus has done more for y'all motherfuckers than any other prophet you could ever hope to. I was just talking to Chef Candy about this. I said, Columbus is their Moses, man. He got them to the promised land, man. He's their, he's their David. He's their Prester. I mean, the land of Prester John. And it's always funny, interesting, man. I know the Templar would agree. They're always, putting Moses and David around this same basket. And there's a lot of similarities. And, you can also surf that wave that they've sort of taken this story, you know, uh, kind of mismatched it different ways and created two different storylines with Moses and David. And they could be rocking at the same time, too. They could be the same. It could be the same thing. You're just talking Prester Johns, priest king. This could all be happening, right? You're talking about an immortal priest king. Could be David and Moshe. Could be all one thing, depending on who's telling the story. Yeah. Columbus is their Moses. Columbus is their David. It's definitely their Christ. If you would compare Columbus with Moses, you would definitely compare him with Jesus. You would definitely compare him with Christ. He is their Yahweh Shah. Hey, Estebanico, we gotta get back on Estebanico's Amore, but ain't he who they following and leading into this how we cool new lands, and he's the child of the sun and all this stuff. Ain't he a good figure, a good candidate, for this I mean shit, he could be Columbus himself. He's on the boat. He's on the boat coming to America, to find the cities of gold. I mean, you're just talking about Stephen. And we read about Saint Stephen and, this whole Saint Christopher carrying this Saint Stephen, who's the Christ child. And is Esteban their Christ? Is Esteban Columbus? Is Columbus Esteban their Christ? We're just talking about dog-headed cynocephalics. Oh boy, Thoth is a trickster. Now, what does it say? He got the keys. He wants the keys. Columbus wants the keys. He's being compared to Moses and David. I know it's small, so I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it for you, my knock. Then added, quote, of the gates of the ocean sea. Now we did, all right. We've been talking about gateways, right? Of the gates of the ocean sea, which were closed with such great chains. So these gates were closed with chains, such great chains, right? He gave you the keys. Matthew 28. All power has now been given to me. I now want the keys of the Prester. I want to control the three Indies. I want to control the earth. I want to be the anointed one. I want to be the Messiah. Me, me, me. He gave you the keys, huh, Columbo? Was to say the oracle, right? The oracular voice of the fourth voyage compared Columbus to Moses and David, saying what? Of the gates of the ocean sea, which were closed with such great chains, he gave you the keys. With the key of David, whoa, what happened to the key of Moses? Well, now we're being specific. We're talking to Preston. With the key of David, or with the key of Prester John, Columbus could redeem the idolatrous souls lost in darkness, access the minds that would fund the liberation of Jerusalem. So they had to access the gold, right? Access the gold mines to fund their operation, to fund their liberation. No, to fund their Holocaust of the Israelites in America. Remember the document. He came to seize the holy city and Jerusalem. Yes, that's his manifesto. This is his mission. This is his crusade. And they're literally spelling it out for us. That Columbus stole the keys of David. With the key of David, Columbus could hijack all the Nagas, hijack Jerusalem, and what? Complete the mission and crusade. Oh, you thought Columbus was lost? He was on a mission. This is from the Millennial New World. Look, if you were surfing a wave in the drop chatter, you would have known that Miss D had already dropped this, and you would already be surfing the wave. That's how important the drop chat is. So get up in there. Password is still 1234. It should change next month. So make sure you register on the site. And I'm going to go through that and make sure that everything's working, correctly. I know I've been taking a minute from the website because I've been doing this. So now that I feel caught up with this drop, now we're surfing the wave on the Presta John 57. Look out for it. Man, it's going to be fun getting to 60. I mean, we right there. I just wanted to make sure the feeling was right. I don't want to get the Presta John 60 too fast now. I mean, we all got to be, seeing clearly. We all got to be seeing Terra Sancta. We all got to be seeing that Zion, right? That Zion. Love to Miss D in the copper color awakening. Love the Templar, man. What's Templar talking about? Let's check on the Templar now. I don't want to leave him hanging. He over here getting Mimi, letting Dracons cry, letting it coon. Man, he's telling you like it is. 1350s, what happened? 1530s, what happened? We're comparing these. Man, we're just trying to see what's going on with these timelines. You wouldn't call Greenland if you found it covered in ice and snow, man. Greenland is another hot topic, man. Just imagine these spots that's outside of your conscious, that you're not even conscious of. Like you never hear anybody saying, I'm gonna take a vacation to Greenland or Antarctica, right? So these are key spots to help you wake up out of this matrix. Those are the hot spots. Antarctica must be the hottest, right? Greenland must be the hottest, right? Because it's not in our psyche. And this is how you start to investigate. You start breaking through. What do they not want us thinking about? When everyone's protest, I say, man, we got to put the pedal to the metal, man. We got to smash, man. We got to slay Yahweh Shah. Yeah, man. They calling us the Antichrist now. Yeah, man. We're here to slay Yahweh Shah, because that ain't our Yahweh Shah. See, our Joshua, our Hawashua, our Joshua ain't got no beef, no power struggle with Moses or David. He ain't gotta, suddenly be the son of this and suddenly have all power given to me. He ain't gotta make them declarations. He's parting the waters. He's not walking on water, turning water to wine. He's literally splitting the Jordan, stopping the waterfalls from falling, stopping the sun so he can finish his war. True command of the elements. That's our Joshua's is. It's no problem. We're here to slay the hijack. Templar going crazy. So I am anti your Christ. I am anti your anointed. Oh, you got something from Pot? When I was alone, I had nothing. I asked for a friend to help me bear the pain. No one came except Hawa. When I needed a breath to rise from my sleep, no one could help me except Hawa. When all I saw was sadness and I needed answers, no one heard me except Hawa. So when I'm asked who I give my unconditional love to, I look for no other name except Hawa. No other name. Man, weren't we just talking about this? We're here to slay your Yahweh Shai. We are anti your Yahweh Shai because we're anti your anointed, because we're anti your Christ. Now talk to me about my Hawashua. Talk to me about leading the people to the promised land. Talk to me about Quetzalcoatl. Talk to me about the Toltecs. Talk to me about the rainbow dragon. Because when you see this rainbow dragon approaching, that ain't got nothing to do with Jesus, my knock. Or your Yahweh Shai and dragons don't really get along. Because your Yahweh Shai is a dragon slayer, and we are hijack slayers. Because you exist in the phantoms. You exist in the duplications. Yeah, I knew we was going to ruffle some feathers, but it had to be said. And we are the kind. We are the kind. And there's only one name. How can you get mad at your brother for telling you to only call on the Creator only. How can you be upset with that? There's something inherently wrong with you if you are upset with anybody telling you to call on Hawa directly. You should be more upset when someone puts a hijack, a power that you must go through to get the keys to get through the door. Oh man, we already going through the door. We're talking Sancta, man. Love the Miss D again. In the copper color awakening, man. Fire ball. What do you mean? You got the keys, man. It's been given to you. It's in your inheritance. It's written in your love story. This a left back is your love story, my nigga. The code is already written in your love story, my nigga. Come on. You see your power already here with the floor plan going into the house of Israel. You know, having Israel now gather. Now we're walking, right? We're talking about true freedom. And then we walk through a gateway, a portal. We're talking gateways, right? I mean, you can apply this story on so many levels. You know, once we go through that door, that entrance together we tribe up and we got Big Mama. I mean, our Amazon queens are reflections of our mama with that breath, with that look, with that revelation, man. Putting the meal together, the ingredients together to form a fine meal. Allah Hawa, praise Hawa. And then we got our security, our added security, the hook that goes into Mother Earth, the tent peg, the masculine. Wah. Is it clear yet that we're talking about a masculine tent peg going into the earth? The hook, the security is masculine. And the breath, the reveal. Mama with her arms up, looking right at her baby that just walked through the entrance because you decided to gather, because you felt that design, you felt that master plan that the strong power our leader has put inside of you. And when you took that walk through that door, when you tribed up, when you decided to say, man, I'm going to go in this direction. I'm calling on only the Creator. You got that breath. You got that water. You got that revelation. You started to see clearly. And then you got that, wow. You got that security behind your voice. Now you talking with authority. Because that word is a vibration and that's your shaper. You get shaped by the vibration of your shaper. And you are framed, you are put together by Big Mama with her arms up as soon as you walk through the door to give you the revelation, to give Daniel the prophecy, the breath that Solomon is praying for. He asks for wisdom and discernment. He's asking for Mama. He needs that breath. You got to come up for air sometimes. Then you come to your Zan and your Shabbat. Your seventh letter is your seventh day. Then you get your food, your nourishment, and you cut out all that BS. Now, if you don't get your, Yahweh Shai by then, if you don't get your Yahs by then, for those that want to keep putting the Yah on it, my point is, why add anything to your mother and father if you know this is your mama and father, unless you didn't know this is your mama and father? Oh, but I'm going to call on a name that's saying, to worship. It's almost like they're just throwing this worship in there because they need that Yah to be a Yah. You know what I mean? And what I'm saying is the hijack, when they deal with their Yahs, they got a different intention behind it. When the hijack puts a Yah out there, they typically have a different intention behind it. I mean, just right quick, man. Let's just go to this Etama online, surf the wave. Right? When we look at Yah, This is what is being added. So you think it's always been that way because you might see a Yod He Vav He on some old inscriptions. And you have to know that these Jewish had to carve their history out too. They had to create and falsify a lot of things because as soon as you see the Yod He Vav He, you say, is there a V? Hold up, man. Is there a V in Picto-Paleo? Is there a Vav? Oh, the Vav is the Wah. So that Yod He Vav He must be a hijack. And then you start adjusting and you say, oh, okay, well, since I want to go back to the ancient love song, I must replace that V with a W at least, but you're still hung out there with this Y business. And you're like, all right, well, did the Yud, does this always signify Y? Oh, look at this I and a J, right? So now it's been turned into this I and J. So they can go, look, they created the J. This is not ancient over here. This is new. This is new. This ain't even English. They cut it off. English comes later. All right. Here comes this J. Tricky J. That's, messing with this tricky Y. Sometimes Y, right? A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. Again, no beef with no Aleph Bet. You could put the tet in front of the tetragrammaton, and then you got a whole nother story. The surrounding, you could tie in the surrounding just like you could tie in this worship, with the Yod. The question is, when they have put this Yahweh together, when they have taught us to apply this Yud and this, they've taught us about this tetragrammaton. They've taught us, right, about their version of this tetragrammaton and how they apply it, especially when you get deeper, into the Sefer Yetzirah, and how you really use these frequencies by using the wrong frequency or the wrong, by using, the hey instead of a ha. That's a big frequency change. By using a ya instead of a wa or a vav instead of a wa, you're literally changing the sound. Can't you see that? And can't you see that this whole reality is built on sound? So you got to try to correct your sound. And I don't have all the answers, but I can at least go back to the earliest sound. The sound of the sound, right? Sound. What a sound is this? Hey, no, it's ha or ah or it's a breath, man. It's a breath. So, we're just talking the Zancta, right? Terra Zancta, right? And we're talking Zayin or Zan, two different sounds, similar. So by the time you add your yod, the point is, why, one, are you adding to the framer and the shaper? Who's teaching us to add anything? Just because they're doing it doesn't mean it's cool. Also, if I don't get what I need by the time I get to my cutoff, my nourishment, my cutoff day, my cutoff zan, if I don't get my Y before I got my zan, then I might not have my framer and my shaper. The point is to get to your zan, right? So that now you can, properly, now that you've cut it off, you can now, have them outside, barriers up, right? You can put up the correct barriers up that contain what? And when you talk Yad, you're talking the work of what? Not necessarily the worship, but the work, my naga. Don't get hung up on this worship and thinking that Yad is Yah. Yad can't be Yah, because Yah is an exclamation of defiance, my naga, or dismissal. So when they add the Yah and when they're calling on the Creator as Yah, they're fucking with you. This is etymology. Their Yah ain't your Yad. That's a duality. Thoth is a trickster to get us out of our frequency, to get us to throw the Yah in front of our Hawa, because they're adding the Yah. Now suddenly we're in an exclamation of defiance towards Hawa, because we weren't rocking with this Yah. I mean, even look at the Yahweh. We weren't over here, hey ya, man. We was in the Hawas, man. I mean, it's a learning process, you know what I'm saying? We start there, we got to continue. You got to get your frequency right. And we're getting it right at the right time. We're not stuck in 2016. We kept growing. That's why I like dropping 2016, because you'll hear us talking Hawa or hey ya, and now you see why. Now you see why we kept going, because we want to get our frequency right. When it comes to the I am, it does matter. Or else Moshe wouldn't have turned back and said, the tribe is going to ask what frequency to call you in. What's your name? I am that I am, right? Aya, Ashir Aya, right? Aya is Heya, and I am has sent you. So I am is the name. It's not some whole Aya, Ashir, Aya, because this must mean that, Ashir must mean that. Look, man, he said I am. Existence. That means to be, to exist. The Hebrew root verb, manak. So when they add their yas in here before the wa, because the wa, as we'll get on a dismount in the Hawa, the creator drop, the wa, has been, interchanged with this ya as well. They changed the wa to ya, but their ya is backwards, right? Because once they change the wa and put a ya, now they're back to the explanation of defiance, right? Now we are in another frequency, because wa is a shortened form of hawa, because again, you're just breathing. Wa. Wow, they said a dragon sounded like wow when it breathed that fire. It sounded like he was saying wall, but we're talking wow. So why would they put an explanation of defiance, right? That's what Yah means, right? Why would they put an exclamation of defiance or dismissal? That was only trumped up in 1812, man. Oh yeah, but we were calling on Yahweh before that, right? The indigenous was over here chanting Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. Or was it Hawa, Hawa, Hawa? Because they didn't need all that extra rap when they're talking about their mother and their father. And if you don't get mama and pops before you get your Zan, you in trouble. You don't have to look outside of the first 7 letters to find your creator's name. It's already here before you got your food, your cutoff day, and your nourishment. Before you got cut off from all hijack, you should have everything you need to continue the journey to get to the Tau, the mark, the sign, the signal. And who has hijacked the cross? Who's died on the cross now? Who's the image, right? Who's hijacked the mark, man? You are the mark. You are the sign, my naga. This is your story. Don't let no one else hijack it, and don't think you ever have to go through no one else to connect to your story, your ancient love song, your breath of security, your secure breath, your foundational breath, your Hawa. And this is all very simple. We can teach it to a child. We don't have to be Hebrew scholars anymore. You shouldn't have to be in these times. You should have revelation within you and security within you to speak your truth, man. Because the truth got the hijack surrounded. And whether they like us or not, whether they feeling this, whether they envious, whether their ego tripping, whatever it is, with our people, the truth is the truth. And either I'm telling you the truth or I ain't. Either we are telling you the truth or we ain't. But if we're having an honest investigation, we're not claiming to know everything, then just let us rock. If you don't like it, just appreciate it. Because even if you don't voluntarily appreciate it, one day you will appreciate it. The ha and the wah. the Yah, exclamation of defiance. So you're literally defying against the Creator as soon as you put that on there. You know what I'm saying? If you're surfing with etymologies, right? But when you get back to this Yahweh, see Jehovah now. Based on the assumption of this tetragrammaton, right? Imperfective of the Hebrew verb hawa, earlier form of hey, yah, right? And again, I'm not saying all yahs are bad and the sound of yah must be evil. I'm saying who's adding that yah? There's two yahs if you want to look at it that way. You know what I mean? There's the yah that you are referring to as the Creator that was recently added, the same yah that you can see right here in the picto. There's yah that was literally the one that was hijacked to put the J. And the J only refers to they damn Jesus. Jesus. So what Hebrew letter did they hijack to get to the J? This is how you follow the breadcrumbs to know that you've been hijacked. When you thinking that Yah is the name of the Creator. Why would the hijack have the name of the Creator? And do you think they could really do this to it? Turn it into an exclamation of defiance? But no, you gotta, start going back and back, and finally you get to the beginning, the earlier form. Before this heya, we just talking the hawa, which completely correlates with our Picto-Paleo script, hawa. And we get it before we get our food. Before we cut off all hijack, we get everything we need. Before our cut offness, this is literally like a maddox, man, like an axe. You know what I mean? You're cutting something off. If you don't have your frame and your shaper before that, your ass is grass, man. You don't need to come over here to look for the yod that really was hijacked to the J. And this is the good yod, though. So if you're talking working and throwing, you know what I mean? Be careful with this worship, though. Be careful with what they are adding, right? Like this J. And it's all good, You can name and have things with the Yah in it. It's all good. I'm not saying that's evil. I'm saying they've hijacked it. So if you're doing it, go back to the origin of why you started doing it and when you started doing it and who else is doing it with you. Because they're calling on the same names. They're calling on the Yahwehs. They're calling on the Yahwehs. They're calling on the Yahwehshais. They're calling on the Yahshuas. They're doing that with you. Be careful who you agree with. Who's calling on Hawa? Who's calling on Hawa, the earlier form of Heya? Who's calling on the one who is existing? H1961. Every Lord in your script is coming right back to the primitive root verb. Who's calling on Hawa? What hijacks is over there calling on the existence? Nah, they always got that Yah in front of their stuff. Who put it there first? Who's translating this Y business? And was it always translated, this way? We're just talking the sounds. And even in the sound of the Yod, right, you see these double E's here. So even here in the sound, I'm just looking at the sound, right? You're like, well, yeah, that's Yah. But where's the sound of what you call it? What are you saying? I'm just saying, man. When you look at the lam, you see the L. M, you got the mem. These are the basic sounds. All right, so you got your Y, you got a double E. Like Jesus, huh? Oh, man. It's a tricky Y is all I'm saying. I love the OG, you know what I'm saying? But, thought is a hell of a trickster where you're getting this J and these double E's all of a sudden and this worship tagged on here. And now you got this Yah business. And suddenly, without knowing it, you're in the frequency of defiance or dismissal because you're following them. You're surfing their wave as they call on Yah, and as they call on Yahweh, and as they call on Yahweh, Yah space Hawa, Yah space Hawa. Why must you add a Yah to the framer and the shaper? I think we can all assume that they're doing work. I think we can all assume that we worship our Creator only. You're talking existence. Existence needs no addition to it. It already has the added security, my not. And if you don't have it before you get your Zon, before you get your food, your cutoff, your nourishment, if you don't got your Creator by the time you get your nourishment, your cutoff, food, if you don't have it by the time you get your Zon, I don't want it past that point. If I don't have it by then, because whatever I gain by then is going to, give me everything I need to get to the rest of my journey. This should be foundational for you. The first 7 days, this should be foundational for you. We're just talking that rest, right? Yeah, man, hey, I told y'all, man, we enjoying the flow, surfing the wave in real time. I'm going to take this moment to say, man, shout out to the brothers behind the wall. We're talking about behind the ice wall, but man, that's crazy because, I didn't even plan it that way, man. But that's pretty dope. Shout out to the brothers and the sisters behind the wall, man. For all kinds of ridiculous, malarkey, man, that's been put on us and just the situations that we're in. It's all set up to get us behind the wall, man. And I give Ahab to the family that's holding their head right now. And if you, are getting out and you get this video, just know that we've been thinking about y'all and, just sending positive vibrations to you at all times. So shout out and Ahab to the family behind the wall, man. Let's take we done talked about a lot of things so far. We're going to do a dismount in the document, Hawa, the creator, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're going to get it like that. So pull this document up, get ready, man. It's not too long. We're just going to kind of read, just take our time and enjoy some flow with it. Let's see where we at. Because, I want to see if we have time, man, just to take a nice pause for the calls and, look at a few minutes of Bam Bam, man. You know what I mean? Because the homie Bam Bam, man, we ain't checked in with you, man. And, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about the rest of them, man, but Bam Bam, man, you all right, man. You all right with us, Bam Bam. Bam Bam, you okay with us, man. All right, man. I haven't checked on this channel in a minute. What do y'all want to see, man? Something for about 6 minutes. Let us recap. Let us regroup. Y'all said y'all missed the 2-hour drops, man. So I guess we back, man, on our, I guess we just back on our journey here, man. You know what I'm saying? We back on our drop, man, over here, man. And I'm just grateful that we can, tie it all together, man, with the tribe. You know what I'm saying? On IG and YouTube, and just drop the small drops as well, so we can get them quickly. Because sometimes you might have to send something to somebody like, look, man, just you got 10 minutes, check this out. If you send them a 3-hour video, it's gonna be really scary, man. They're gonna be like, damn, and then they're gonna try to dismiss it. And, people can't really belly flop like that. You know what I'm saying? To ask somebody to belly flop, you know what I'm saying? it's hard for people, to let go. But love to primitive technology. Let's go, man. I guess this is his last drop. A pot made of wood ash. That's interesting. All right. This is a brick firing kiln. All right. This is like, he got his book, man. Go support the book. I still got to get this book, man. I'm sure he got some drop. Adobe wall, dry stack, I'm really into the shelter joints, you know what I'm saying? Just to, get some ideas on, putting the shelter together, man. So let's go back to some of these OG drops, you know what I'm saying? And, some basic stuff that might help us in a shelter situation. They got the round huts. Those are always dope. Yeah, man, we going to the OGs, man. We gonna do primitive technology. We're gonna do primitive technology, man. This one's always dope, man. I think my children love this one right here, man. The tilted roof hut. The thatched dome hut is real dope as well. Man, let's get it for the OGs. Oh, the wattle and doob hut. This is really OG. You want to get this drop, man? I like them both. Yeah, man. All right, man. Let's get the wattle, man. Let's go all the way back to the OG Bam Bam.
Accidents happen. And when they do...
Hey. And yeah, Bam Bam's been doing great work, man. Maybe he's taking a little break. Maybe he said, man, I taught y'all everything I could. He's falling back. But let's get it, man. Surf the wave. Hey, there we go. That's OG Bam Bam, man. You know what I mean? He might help us one day, man. Just pop in and say, hey, man, y'all need some shelters, man. Let's go. Bam Bam, what it do? Oh, Bam Beezy, what it do, man? That's my guy, man. Always on time. Bam Bam, you always on time, man. Pay attention, my nigga. Pay attention. And while we got Bam Bam over here, I also want to give Ahab to all the contributors that's been drop on the MoneyGrams and the Western Unions too. Some people don't want to deal with one or the other, you know what I mean? So Ahab to you for finding a way, man, to keep the water, flowing to us as well, man. And Ahab to all of our anonymous, sponsors and contributors as well. You know what I mean? 'Cause, again, I know none of y'all do this for the accolades, but I just, I got to give it up to y'all, you know what I mean? Because, what I'm saying, this is the reason, you know what I mean, why we're able to say, oh, okay, it's our time. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the flow, seeing the wave, seeing the contribution, in all the ways you're doing it. It's just inspiring in every which way. So Ahab to every way that you have been sharing the information, requesting the information, and just getting the drop, man. And this is some of the most important parts right here. After you keep the code, you're ready to get on your land, you're ready to boogie. Shout out to my Jigga. We ready to boogie? Hey, shout out to Natural by Law, man. You got a beautiful new bundle on the way. Please send positive energy to Natural by Law. Shout out to my sister 777 Showtime, my brother Vic. We love you. Please send positive energy to my brother Vic and my sister 777 Showtime, man. I'm just giving the Ahab to the tribe. Peculiar Joy. Give Ahab to Peculiar Joy. We signing up over here. Let's go, man. We just building stuff. Don't mind us. Huh? Don't mind us over here. This Drop Nation. Bam, bam, what it do? Oh, wow. Fire starters, where you at? Shout out to the fire starters, where you at? Oh man, they trying to hide. Come on, Bam Bam. Bam Bam, man. We used to be able to watch your video without the ads, man. I get it, you want your money, but come on. Integrity, man. Integrity, Bam Bam. Let go. Okay. You know, pay attention, man. He's doing this from the dirt, my nigga. So you talking about pottery, man. You talking about, making it happen. And this is primitive technology. All right, so he's teaching you about you. The prime Naga. Old Naga tricks, man. How to make your pottery, man. How to step your game up. Yeah, man, we got to get like that, man. We got to get like that. We got to get back to our old ways, my Naga.
The soap you shower with? Because I'll let you in on a
Hijack City, man. Bam Bam, man. We used to be able to trust you, Bam Bam. What happened, bro? What happened to you, man? I'm over here, man, trying to make my tea and see some things being built. All right, let's get a couple more minutes, man. I don't know, Bam Bam. You going Hollywood on us, bro. Bam Bam went Hollywood on us, man. Anyway, man, we still gonna learn a couple things. Now, it's dope, man, to just see the possibilities. That's all, man. I know we got a lot of builders out here, man. We got a lot of builders in the tribe. Got a lot of builders, man. And, sometimes we just, need to see it. See what kind of tools he's using on the primitive side. Like, we think we need all this extra stuff. But what do we really need? You know what I'm saying? And check it out. Wow. Bam Bam, man. At it again. Now you see why we call him Bam Bam. Hey, man, that's all right, Bam Bam. That's all right, Bam Bam. I forgive you about the advertisements, man. Go ahead and get your money, man, because you're doing great work, man. You're doing great work, Bam Bam. It's all good, man. Anybody deserves to be Hollywood and put their sunglasses on, Tom Cruise style, man. It's old Bam Bam here, man. So it does look like the Mission Impossible, but he makes it look easy, man. He makes it look easy, man. All right, Bam Bam. All right, man. All right, Bam Bam.
Thanks, Chad. This is my
All right, Bam Bam. We out of here, man. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Now, forgive Bam Bam. We're just trying to connect some stuff. Definitely, just to do half of what he did, man. I see why it takes about 6 months to do a video. You know what I'm saying? Every video is like a huge production. Yeah, I mean, you can't just, do one every day. But that's super dope. Yeah, man. Antarctica, no ice. And did it ever connect with South America? Well, according to that, was it the what do you call it? What do we call it? The Sweat Project. According to the Sweat Project, southwestern United States was at one time connected to Antarctica. So yeah, it's probably connecting on multiple fronts, man. Multiple fronts. And southwest is what? Right, the Grand Canyon. All right, so imagine the Grand Canyon connecting with Antarctica. Now we're starting to see the picture. Whose Grand Con is it anyway? Yeah, man. All right, all right, all right. Let's get it, man. Let's fall back. We're talking Thawada, the creator. Go ahead and pull it up for the dismount. Let's just surf the wave, man. I appreciate y'all, man, having a good time. This is a vintage, drop right here, man, for the real ones, man, for the home team. Make sure I give my people what they want. And, it's always an honor. You know what I'm saying? The time we put in, these hours, man, you know what I'm saying? They add up. But this is our service, man. And I enjoy it. I would have thought that I would enjoy a process like this, man, reading and digging. But the way we do it, what I'm saying, is fearless. It's beautiful. And at the end of the day, all we've told you, if all we taught you is to keep the code and to connect to Hawa directly with no hijacks allowed, I could see the creator, being very proud of all of us, for keeping the water flowing, however we do it, however we contribute. So that's all we saying. Anyone who has an issue with keeping the code, not putting a power before a power, not bearing false witness on Joshua or David or each other, you know what I'm saying? All we saying, I mean, they act like we speaking some Martian language, man. I mean, we're just talking Moors from Mars, man. Don't put no power beside your power, man, next to your power, man. Connect with Hawa only. I only am your savior, right? Isaiah 43. I only can save you. To be a savior means you're being saved from this judgment on this earth, right? So only the Creator can do that. These Yahushua folks, they ain't gonna be looking for Yahushua to come back to say that. They like, where's Jesus? Where's Jesus? Where's Yahushua? Where's Yahushua? That's the star of the show. For us, the Creator is the star of the show. And we know we got Joshua and that rainbow dragon popping off. We know we got David popping off. We know we got all this popping off, but that's just that's the icing on the cake. The star of the show is Hawa, the Creator. We're not looking for no one else first. We're not looking for Preston John first. We're not looking for none of this, even though Malachi, says in Malachi 3 that Hawa's going to send Elijah before the great and terrible day. Elijah, the prophet, John the Baptist. So we know we got our prophets and our priests, kings, and our queens coming back, flowing with us. But the star of the show is our mother and our father. Ama, Abba, Ha, Wa, the fifth and the sixth letter. And I gotta jam it through your head bone, man. That's how simple it is. And if you don't have it by the time, this power leads you through this floor plan, this design, this house, and you start gathering and walking in the direction to the promised land, you go through the door you got to go through to get there, and your mama and your daddy give you that food. Managa, that's the story. What happens next is based on how you've achieved your cutoff day, your day of judgment, right? Your cutoff. How you cut out that hijack. That, is the prerequisite for the nourishment, as you continue your journey, man, to get to your Tao hijack free. 2 indigenous cross sticks. That is the seal. That's the sign. Ha, wa. A secure revelation. A foundational breath. A highly prominent name is that of Hawa. It was the most ancient form for the Creator. So dodge your own damn hijacks. Of course, there's going to be hijack city coming through even this document, right? They're going to give you some truth. They're going to give you some lie. At the end of the day, they're going to try to bring you back to Jesus, even after giving you all this drop. So already know that is coming because they want to give you the Yah, right? They want to put a Yah in front of it. And just to let you know where we're going for the dismount, let's just skip right here. We're going to go back. We're surfing the wave in this doc, man. Now, it's talking about these places named after the Creator. One is this Kabab el Hawa. Is one of the most ancient excavated sites in Israel. Now, is this just named after a place somewhere else? Another place name being thrown over there, right? Now, El Hawa, right? El Hawa, God Creator. Now, break this down in the paleo since we got it up. What's El Hawa? Strong power, leader. So, if anything, it's letting you know you're dealing with the strongest power, right? The Aleph, right? Whenever you see the Aleph, whenever this Aleph comes up, it's going to be correlated somehow with something, great and divine. Somehow the Creator has his hands in it, right? So, this strong power is the signature, letting you know that the Creator has his hands in it. Now, El Hawa, of course, you're talking about your revelation, your secure breath. You know what I'm saying? So this secure breath, is being, sourced out, through this same strong power, this same leadership from the very beginning. Your frame and your shaper have always been there and started this whole thing off. Aleph style or L style from the very top. This L represents, the very beginning of the foundation of your power. So to cut it off now before you get to your Tau, don't cut it off now before you get to your Tau. You need to get back to your strength. You can't be marching around talking about Black Lives Matter without your power, without your strength, without leadership. And this is, this power that is, all this is one thing, right? The L, the Bat, the Gam, they're all one. Don't separate it necessarily. We're just talking about how to communicate it, how to vibe with it, how to vibe with all this frequency. Because remember, all this is numbers, right? Gematria, sound, frequency. That's all we're talking about here. We're not saying that, oh, here's the creator's name. We're saying Moshe's asking for a frequency so he can give the tribe so that they can call on this frequency as their savior, the creator. Ama, Abba. So El Hawa, you're literally getting the strong power right from the beginning that's giving you the secure breath, the revelation. It's all one thing. The creator is the bot, is the family. The creator is the movement. The entrance is the creator. You know what I mean? So it's not like, oh, the Ha and the Wa is the only creator. I don't want you to separate this whole Aleph Bet, this whole, vibration is one. It's all one. Right? You can find the creator in any one of these, right? In the mouth that scattered you. You know what I mean? In the eye that's watching you. In the mem, the mighty mem, the blood and the chaos. In the teaching and the binding and the yoke. You know what I mean? The basket, the containing, the con, you know what I mean? It's all here. So Hawa is not the only connection with the creator. It's all connected with the creator. So El Hawa is still the creator. The Ha is still the creator. The Wa is still the creator. The the door is still the creator. The gathering is the creator. The family, the house is the creator, my love. The strength, the power, the El is the creator. So El Hawa, you're just putting it together, that's a strong power from the beginning, right? The leadership that's giving me this added security, this added breath. Come on, man. Feel me? You feel me? And you need breath like a boxer in the 12th round. He's panting because he needs that mama. He needs more breath. Or he needs to know how to put his punches together, right? The ingredients together. So I don't care how big and strong and how much muscles this fighter got. Without no breath, he ain't got a damn thing. And you better watch out for the hook. You better watch out for the hook, man. All right, so you're just talking your high wild. Let's go, man, for the dismount. Let's make sure we good. We flowing. We're going to get a few minutes for this. All right, yeah, let's get about a nice 10-minute dismount here. Let's go. Perfect. We rocking, y'all. We rocking. We rocking the wave, man. So, El Hawa. All right. God creator. Okay. El Hawa is the key, man. Who's getting the keys, right? Nah, Columbus. Nah, man. It's the key to a host of linguistic form, while El, a common Shemitic word for Hawa, is, or God, right, is well remembered in the Bible. Hawa, the ancient name. Now, this is really where we need to focus, because this is really where the fight is won and lost. You got to focus on the ancient love song. Love to Miss D and the Copper Color Awakening. This is the ancient name. So they're going to say that there's now a new name. And this new name, guess what they put in front of it? Yah. Now, it's the same author that's going to try to bring us back into Christianity at the end of the day. So, yeah, you got to watch out for the hook, right? You got to watch out for the hook. Hey, or we got to hook in. We got to hook into the earth. We got to hook into the elements so we can get the breath of revelation, man. Yeah, man. All right, so now check it. All right, so Hawa is the ancient name. So he admits Hawa is the ancient name. And that's all we want to call on is the ancient name. So at that point, it's a body bag. But let's see where the hook is, right? Let's see where the spin's going to be. So Hawa is the ancient name for the creator. Again, while El, a common Shemitic word for God, is well remembered, or for the creator is well remembered in the Bible. Everybody remembers El. Hawa, the ancient name, is not remembered. Why not? Why don't we remember Hawa, the ancient name for the creator? The reason is simple. When the Israelites were given Yahweh, boss, that sure sounds a lot like the hijack. Now, when they put the Yahweh, are they talking about the Yod or are they talking about the Yah? This is for you to decide. Because you can rock with as many Yahs as you want, but when you make Yah the name for the creator and not realize that this is a more recent interpretation, and if your invaders started calling the creator Yah before you did, maybe they are mocking your creator. Maybe they're defiant against our creator because their Yahweh sure sounds a hell of a lot, I don't know, like Yahweh. I'm willing to put all my marbles in that Yahweh is exactly Yahweh. And this is saying exactly what the author is saying. Yahweh is from the Hebrew verb ha-wa. Why not take it back to the ancient name, right? Why don't they remember it? And if we're just going back to the fifth and the sixth letter, and again, if you don't have your Yah before you get to your Zan, before you get to your cutoff day, your nourishment, your food, there's more to there's something else you need to add every time you refer to the creator that takes place after your Zan, after your cutoff, after your nourishment, after you've cut off the static. Now you get the other part of the creator's name. Come on, man. Someone's playing with us, and they're playing with the Yod. I'm here to defend the Yud. I'm here to defend the Yod, not to bear false witness on it and say that that's what they're talking about when they say Yah, and then trick us to say, I just mean the creator. I'm just talking about worshiping the creator. Is the creator's name worship the creator? Or is the creator's name existence? Breath of security. I mean, I'm just talking about the function of the name, right? Worship the breath of security. All right, we know that this, is our source. You know what I mean? Oh, teach. Let me add a lam because that's gonna make sense, right? Teach the creator, right? That's why I put the lam there because I'm just saying you got to teach the creator. So I call the creator La Hawa. Is that what the creator told Moses to call him? What does it say? H1961. What did we get? H1961. Oh, we're just talking Hey Yah or Hawa, right? It doesn't say Yahweh. Moses did not come back and say Yahweh said this. He said Hawa, existence, to exist, the primitive root verb. Come on, man. So in the Strong's Concordance, they're going to just give you the hey, you got to go further to the earliest form. Because this is what we're talking about. When we talking Exodus. Let's get it from Exodus 3. And then, we're going to fall back in the great document here. I'm just connecting these dots, you know what I mean? So when you're in the script, and specifically we go here, let's go to verse 13. We go here specifically because this is the time that Moses is asking, what should they call you? And they say, to you has sent me of your fathers to them, and shall say to them, what is his name, right? Let's get it from 14. So what is his name? He's asking, they're going to ask you what frequency to call you. And he said, I am who I am, right? Therefore, tell the tribe, I am Aya, right? What do you see here? 1961. So this is the best place to go if you want to source with the creator, what frequency we're getting as pure water as possible. When the creator is saying, I am that I am, what verb are they using? Are they saying Yahweh or Yahweh? Or are they just referring to 1961? Which they first call Heya. We got to take it a step further and realize that, oh, you're talking about the word Hawa, the verb. Earlier form of Heya. Hawa. So they didn't take you to the earlier form, Anaga. So you got to keep going if you care about the frequency. Because the frequency is everything. Before they're adding to it and changing letters. You're just talking about the primitive root verb. Because we got to be careful, man. Because now that we can get to the earliest, we say, why are they so adamant about adding their Yah? Even to Hey Yah. Why is it changing? They say, oh, it's just a dialect of the people. Nah, man. It's the exclamation of defiance. They're dismissing Hawa. They're dismissing the Wah, our security. They're dismissing our creator. So when they teach us to always add this Yah, you got to say why. Same thing as they teach us that we're spinning on a ball. We say why. When I have right in front of me Big Mama right when I walk through the door, and Pops and his security right after that. Because if I'm out of order with moms, is my dad going to reward me? Hell nah. I'm like, man, that's how you treat your mama? That's how you disrespect your breath? I'm taking it from you. But when you respect your mama, you respect your breath, then you get your security. You hooked in, man. You linked in, man. You got the code, right? Now you get your food, your nourishment, and you can cut out that hijack with the axe, right? So we don't want them to add defiance to us. So we have to ask the right questions. Why not go back before Hey Yah? Why not go back to the earlier form, right? Why stick with the Yahs? Why stick with an exclamation of defiance? Why are you adamant about your Yah? Simple question. Simple question. Should have a simple answer. Because they're hijacking us. Because they're taking us away from our ancient love song. But the water got to keep flowing. Even here, they're letting you know phonetically, how. See that W? So how do you lose that W here? What happened? And why do they use this when referring, to this script? You know what I'm saying? When we talk about Exodus, why are we losing that? I am that I am. Because this simple root verb, primitive root verb, you're talking about existing, to appear, to become. He became, he befalled. I mean, did you fall out with your creator? Came, existed? Is your creator exhausted? Dealing with stiff-necked Israel? Have you fallen? Have you failed? Have you remained? What's the result, my nigga? Are you married to the creator? Are you marrying the creator? Is there a numbered? Is Israel's number? Who has numbered Israel? Beautiful, man. I mean, just take your time and put the story together, because we will continue. And again, we're just talking about existing, to exist, all in one primitive root verb that you must keep going back to the beginning, to the earliest, to the flow, so you can get out of defiance. Absolutely. And if you're going to be in the yas, at least know why. And when it comes to the creator and saying that I must put this on it every time, why? Just say why. When I have my framer and shaper, Hawa. When they're using it as I am in the Exodus 3, they're using it as the creator right there in front of you. They're not putting nothing in front of it. They have to be very careful how they operate. They could lie, but they got to give you a little bit to work with, right? I mean, they got to give the Naga something. So let's go, man. Full of this, man. So what's the simple reason why we don't remember Hawa, right? The ancient name. Why don't we remember our creator's name? Here's his simple reason. The Israelites were given a new name. Right? Because they say, oh, that's the future tense. As if the future form of Moses is Yah Moses. The future form. What other name do they add this future name form? It could mean some future tense all day long, but when is it always applied to a name the way they apply it to our creator? What name do they must put a Yah? I want to talk about Mansa Musa in the future. Yah Musa. Nah, man. They said the Israelites were given a new name, Yahweh, during the Exodus. Is that true or is that a lie? Is that a true or is that a lie? Oh, the new name for the creator. They learned to forget the old Hawa. Oh, bye-bye. Poor old Hawa. They no longer remembered Hawa because they have a Yahweh now, right? Now they have a exclamation of defiance or dismissal that has nothing to do with your Yad. The meaning of Yad is not futuristic. It's to work, to throw, or to worship. But what and how? Is it the name or is it describing a function? And who's adding it? And if this name Yah only goes back to 1812, I think there's a problem. Oh, Yabu or Yahoo? Yahoo, huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, boss. They no longer remembered the name. So now we got a future name. They add the Yah. And that exclamation of defiance somehow put us to sleep because we no longer remembered Hawa, right? They no longer remembered Hawa. That tells the whole story right there. Because this Hebrew verb we're talking about simply means to form or to mold or to frame or to shape, right? As time flowed on and the world fell apart, different people developed different names for the Father God, for the Creator King of gods, and for other superhuman personalities. The myths show common patterns, but the stories and relationships among the gods vary from place to place. The tribes remembered the same general arrangement, but estrangement led to different details. Yeah, and they were also hijacked and given new gods and their new names, and that's what you don't want to talk about. Oral deterioration, right? Literary embellishments, yeah, eroded a solid core of social memory. No more mem. So it says the myth stories show these common patterns, but the divergent embellishments through this study is now possible to isolate the old names and show evidence which were preserved beyond the disintegrating process of social memory and the distortions of ancient scribes and their literary accounts. We can now determine the original forms. In Chapter 2, I discussed the Anglo-Saxon aloha. Sounds like the Hawaiian aloha. So now he's going to go into all the variations of how this Hawa, right? How everything started with this simple primitive root verb, Hawa. Right, started with the fifth and the sixth letter of Paleo Hebrew, unhijackable, right in your face. Fifth and the sixth letter before you get your Zan. Ha-wa. H1961, I am that I am. Aya, Heya, Ha-wa. Most ancient name, right? We already established that. Because this is, Hawaii is the ancient name. So, okay, if we have the ancient name, now we got literary embellishments. But with the divergent embellishments, right, through this study, it's now possible to isolate the old names and show evidence. So let's look at the evidence, in different, geographical spots or just, different greetings. So you got aloha, okay. El Hawa, let's go. Aloha, right? Al Oha, El Hawa, right? These greetings had strong parallels with Eloha, right? Eloha, Hebrew name for the creator, El-Hawa, right? Furthermore, as I shall show, the biblical name for the personal power of Israel was Yahweh. Got him. Hold up, man. Where's my Yahwehs, man? How does he plan to show that the biblical name is Yahweh when he just said the most ancient name for the creator is Hawa? See, to these people, they need things to change so that they can fit in with their frequency because they can't call on the ancient name. This is what it's all about, my noggin. They got to add defiance to it because they can't call on Hawa. They can't do it. Whether, it's something within their conscience or not, you know what I mean? They can't call on the most ancient Hebrew verb, Hawa, the one who is the existing. They can't call on existence in that pure water, Hawa. They got to yod up, man. They got to add a yah somewhere. Somewhere got to be a yah for them. And this dude just said that he's going to prove that this is the original name when we just got from there and here that this is based on the verb Hawa, on the most ancient name. So suddenly the ancient name ain't good enough for nobody no more. Suddenly we need a new name to call on our God in secret. To call on Yah Hawasha, right? Nah, man, it's Hawa Shu Hawa. If you want to talk Joshua, you got to talk Hawa Shu Hawa. And that's love. Tapaku. Ahab to the bro. Look at these spots, right? You're talking Ireland, Scotland, Aloha, Alua. Find the creator's name in all these spots. You're not going to find a Yahweh in none of these names. You're not going to find a Yahweh. You're not going to find no Yahs unless they're just adding it later. But you're going to find a Hawa all over the place. The Loa is the same as the El Hawa, right? The Loa is the same as the El Hawa in Utah. El Hawa in South Pacific. Sin El Hawa. See El Hawa. All right, I mean, you pronounce it, man. All right. Oak El Hawa. Oki. All right, man. One other word is also important in the presentation in this chapter, El, right? The Canaanite word for God or creator is much used in the Bible. So this word is really like one of those, basic words for describing a power, right? So that's why we gotta get specific, because it could be El this, it could be El that, it could be Baal this, it could be Baal that. All these names just really meant Lord or a power. You know what I'm saying? So Eli or Eli Lama, sound like Dalai Lama, huh? Famous quote in Matthew 27. Oh, that's close to that 28. By Jesus as he hung on a tree. My God, why have you forsaken me? What did he not know? But I digress. Let's go. Because David never was forsaken by the Creator. Why was this power forsaken? Oh, because of the sacrifice. If he sacrificed for you then why are you getting sacrificed now? If he was hung on a tree for you then, why are you being hung on a tree today? Because through his being hung on a tree, you can now sin and just ask for forgiveness, and you got this big grace period. I mean, it's very interesting when they're switching gods on us. Defiance, right? But you could check out some more here, man. Let's go. You got the drop. El Hawa names are scattered around the world. Many of these have coalesced into one word. El Hawa in Nigeria, Molokai in Hawaii Islands. The name is known as Halawa. So not only do you have Hawaii, but Halawa. And ain't this Hebrew? Ha-la-wa. Just add the lamet, put the story together. All right, shepherd staff, right? It is also found in Halawa, Jordan, right? And Halawa and Jubel Mountains in Sudan. Come on, man, where the L has shifted to all with an H added in front of it. Other forms of his name may be Alava, prince, or province in Spain, Alava mountain. Remember the V's or the Vav is really the Wa, right? Of the Samoan Islands in South Pacific, the Al-Ha-Wa-Ya Desert in Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? So they're throwing this Ya at the end of this one, though, in Saudi Arabia. Interesting, right? Now, this Ya could just be the Yad. You know what I mean? You just be talking about, worshiping or throwing. But notice they didn't put that Yah in front. If you were ever going to put that Yah in front and make a Yahweh, this would be the time to do it, right? But they weren't trying to make the Yah the star of the show. They're not trying to call on Yah as the creator. They want you to know who the creator is. But if they are adding a Yud or Yad to it, then they might be talking about the work, you know what I mean? Or, something being thrown off, or, the worship connected with the creator. But they're not calling on this as the name. And that's the careful thing, you know what I mean? Because brothers say, oh, I'm just putting it there for the future tense. I'm just putting it there to show that this worship is being done. And then I know that Hawaii is the actual existence, the breath of security, right? Nah, man. There's a reason why the Yah Shua or the, Yahweh, is being shortened to Yah, right, as the creator. But ain't Wah also a shortened form of the creator? Let's go ahead and get that so we can body bag this thing for the dismount. What Yah are we talking about? They're not trying to shorten this Yah. They're not making this the creator. The hijack made the Yah the creator. The hijack made the Yah the explanation of defiance. And the hijack is telling you that you need to put the Yah in front of the Hawa because the Yah is not the Yah. The Yah is not the Yah. They're adding their explanation of defiance. Or what else did they do to hijack you from your power if not take away your frequency? The first thing they're going to do is cut off your frequency with what you call the creator. So you got to know if they're calling him Yah and Yahweh, get away from their Yah. Embrace your Yah, but get away from their Yah, because those are two different things. At least ask the right questions. Let's get a little bit more of this, because I want to get to that Wah situation. So, these are just more names you can go through. If one attempts to pronounce El Hawa rapidly and with an accent on the final Wa and not on the initial Ha, one readily recognizes the H of Hawa can be slurred into El Hawa. Accent on the last syllable is practiced in Hebrew and other languages. The Hawa name is found many places without El. Examples are Hawa in Syria, Hawa, Mongolia. It is found in Awa Island. You know what I mean? Some family gets it like that. I mean, hey, AHHA, as long as you got your fifth and your sixth letter, man. Kuwait and Awa, just like Avatar, they had the Awa, right? Something like that. Ethiopia got the Awa. Okinawa got the Awa, all right? The Hawa name may also be found in Ava, right, where they put the V. So how clever. Instead of saying Hawa, they just put the V. And now you got Ava. And you don't know they're talking about the Hawa, right? And on they go. Or you can see the UA like Joshua or the new Hawato languages, you know what I mean? When you see these UAs like the Chickamauga, man. So that UA is also Uwa, makes the same sound. Uwa. If we vocalize the OA or UA, we find ourselves making the WA sound between the two vowels. The problem of how to spell such sounds is illustrated in Random House Dictionary of English Language in the dictionary section of Masawa. For a seaport in Ethiopia has the UA form, but the same name in the Get Teaser section has the form Masawa. So you got the AUA or WA. Numerous Awa and Hawa names exist. And, just go down the line, man. Just check it out. So your creator's name is everywhere. Not Yahweh and not Yah. You dig? And again, we're talking the Yahs and the Wahs, man. The Yahs and the Wahs. So you see some more place names. The HOOA is also Hawa. All right, variant spelling. Hawa, river in Nicaragua, right? Parallel with this Hawa, Tednago. When you see Hawa Mach, like we got in the Book of the Beginnings with Hawa Mach, it'll spell HUE, but we still pronounce it Hawa. Hawa Mac, right? What's the MAC stand for, man? Right? A lot of the priest kings got the Mac, right? All this is priestly. These are titles. The Mac is a title. That's the Mac here, right? That's that Mac here, right? That's that Mac. So you got the Hawa Mac, man. That's a big title right there. Another title for Moshe. Right? Guatemala, Chi Hawa or Ki Hawa. Hawa Japan, or like Japan, Hawa Juapan. You know what I mean? Hawa Mateli. I mean, just, go on and on. So now you see how to see it, whether you're talking about the Nuatu languages or the indigenous names, or even Joshua, since we're talking about choosing your Joshua. Choose your Hawa, right? Choose your power. And rule number 1, don't put no power before your power. Say it with me. Don't put no power before your power, man. All power has been given to me. Come on, man. That's Hijack City. Hijack City. And it's a great list of names. You could just break it all the way down. Peru, Arabia, China, to Thailand, man. You got Bon Hawa, man. The house, literally the house of Hawa. You know what I'm saying? Peru, Hawa, Kaki. And that OA, OUA. And let me see if I see this part right quick with the Y's and the ya. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good little dismount here. And we're going to have to dodge the hijack because they're going to try to hijack us always, man. They always try to give us some drop and then hijack us at the end. Yeah, I'm going to get through another page or so, but you see how much, and just take your time, you know what I mean? And tell me if we bullshit. Or is, all these lands named after your creator? And is this the ancient name, right? Before they're switching it to their Yahwehs. Now we're going to see how we put this together, so you can see what a hijack does in real time. When you talk about their Isus, their Yesus, right? Sometimes Y, they got to put the Y in front. Yeah, Hashua, right? Because they want to say, oh, it has not everything to do with just the future tense. This is their dismount right here, so you know. All right? With Hawa, the inflicted form of Hea. Yesh Hawa could easily mean he is the creator, and this is Jesus. Dodge your own damn hijacks, y'all. Whoever is teaching you to put this Y in front is just leading you back to their Zeus. Exclamation of defiance. The energy that is teaching this man to do this is showing up right here. If it's the ancient name, then it's the name we call on. Not this trickery of why they're throwing this Y out and how this leads to Jesus. He is the creator. He is Jesus. Body bag, Daniel. This is telling you everything you need to know about why we don't put no power beside or before our power. Because when we're calling on the creator, they say, Jesus is the creator. Jesus. I'm looking for Jesus and Jesus only to return. When Jesus comes back, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. They forgot about the ancient love song. They forgot about Hawa. They forgot, right? They don't remember the name. That's past. That's back in the past. This is the new name. All right, man. So now you see where they're going, but you see what they had to do to get there. Right? Yahweh is Yahweh. Didn't we just say that? Oh, it's the future. It means I shall form former mode. What's wrong with this meaning the framer and shaper? Framer, shaper. No, I shall, because he's going to do it in the future. Time don't even exist, fool. Time don't even exist. Stop trying to factor time into your creator's name. If it's the ancient name, you don't change the ancient love song, man. You don't go back and start, messing up classics, right? Start remixing a bunch of classics for no reason. Not when you got your frame and your shaper. Not he forms, he molds. We talking about she frames, he shapes. But now this is the guys, right? When they learn their Hebrew today, this is how they're taught. And this is what they teach us. Look, the Yah, we're just talking about the future. How come you don't put this in front of everybody's name when you talk about you know what? Next week, I'm going to meet with Yah Bobby. Yeah, Bobby, because it's the future. Bobby's going to help me move my car. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, Bobby. Not Bobby. Yeah, Bobby. Come on, bro. You don't play with no names like that. We don't play with the creator like that. We don't play. All right, man. We're making a nice, smooth, flight up out of here, man. But, again, the HOA name, right? Hawa. Hawa River, Nicaragua. Let's get it from here. And it says Hawa forms in Mexico. In the ancient Mexican language, Hawa is pronounced Hawa. So HUE is HAWA, man. This is not refutable. This is philology, study of languages. It's place names all over the place. You got the Wa-Was, the Wa-Wa-Was. And again, the Wa is a shortened name of Hawa. So instead of the Ya, they were saying Wa. Now, back in that Views of the Hebrews, the author was talking about how the Indians, were using his name Yahweh and Yah and Wah. Now, again, when you say Indians, you're gonna have to break down who you talking about. You're gonna have to break down, you know what I'm saying, just what level of comprehension or invasion we talking about. Again, you know, things are being retaught. Things are falling off, right? We're falling out of our consciousness. So yeah, you have one group that might be making the sound that they are interpreting as Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? Or Yehovah, or all that other stuff. You know what I mean? But what's really the word, right? You might interpret them saying, hey ya, when they're saying Hoa, right? Hoa. And they'll say, oh man, they're over there saying, chanting hey ya. And now you got, a whole new breed of frequency popping up. But, in short, right, since you're just talking this left, right, this L, Hawa, then yeah, you might see a shortened version. I think I pulled up this View of the Hebrews somewhere. There we go. View of the Hebrews, right, by Ethan Smith. On page 182. We're just talking about the connection between these Hebrews and these Indians, right? Natives of Chile. All right. They're talking about, is it possible to give a satisfactory account of such traditions among these native Indians of Chile, short of their having received them from the Hebrew sacred scriptures? So these art people are already connected. Now let's get to this Yah and Yahwehs and all this, right? So let's go. Because we're just talking about Wakanda, right? Their name of God is remarkable. Wakanda. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. Wakanda, right? Where is this taking place again? Because over here we're just talking about the Indians, right? It has been shown in the body of this work that various of the Indians call God Yahweh, Ale. All right, so you come on, man. Y'all see clearly? So different sections of Indians got different powers. Some are rocking with this Jehovah. That's a different power. Some are rocking with this Allah, right? Allah. Some are rocking with Jehovah. Some are rocking with Allah. Some are rocking with Yah, right? And some are rocking with Wah. Choose up. Especially when we're talking about the ancient love song and the ancient names. Again, all those place names, you don't got no names, no places named Yah, no places named Allah, unless you're talking about Al-Hawa or El-Hawa. And definitely not no Yahweh place names, right? Doubtless from the Hebrew names Jehovah, Allah, and Jah. Are they playing with us or are they fucking with us? I mean, which one? Which one, man? Because we got clear etymology that this Jehovah is based on this Hebrew verb, ha-wah. So when they're kicking the wahs, they're not getting the wah from Jehovah, man. They're not getting the wahs from nothing Hawa or Yahweh's. The wah is the ancient name for the creator. I'm gonna leave all these links, man. You go through it, man. You ain't got to email me for them, man. I'm gonna do my regular thing. It's just certain maps and certain things we accumulate. It's good to just have it more in house. So if you take that extra step, at least it gives us another layer of security, man. But we're just talking about the difference between the Yahs, the Wahs, and the Allahs, and the Yahuwahs. And we had different tribes calling on different things. But who's here calling on the Wah? It has been shown that these syllables which compose the name of the creator are compounded in many Indian words. We're talking about the roots, right? The root words, the root verbs. Let's go, man. Let's go. You got the drop. You got the drop. Wakanda, right? Wakanda. And they're just comparing all these customs to Israelites. Of course, we already know where we're at. Let's go. Wakanda, right? Utah. Ghana. Tibet. Where's the Yahs? So we know what came first, and we know that, something has been switched, man. Something has seriously been changed around here, man. We starting to see real clearly. They got the Walla Wallas, but what the Walla Walla mean? Hawaii. This name is seen as a doublet in Walla Walla. Hawa, Hawa, right? So they've, through their own, shifting, are just calling it Walla Walla. But what is it? Hawa. So why greet me with Walla Walla when you're just talking Hawa? If it's Hawa, what's wrong with calling it the ancient name? Why must you then go and, conform into a a destruction, of a foundation? I mean? This is not the foundation. This is a foundation that is being destroyed, man. We're getting away. We don't remember the name no more. And then you start calling the creator Walla Walla, and then what's next? Lawa, and then what's next? Walwa, right? Walway. I mean, you start going off, right? Walla's all over the place now, right? Where's Hawa? So we got to stick to the ancient love song so we don't forget, so that we aren't in this situation where we can't connect with the frequency like Exodus 3, right? Moshe is asking for the frequency of the one power. And very interesting. It says Uwa was number one of the Egyptian guys, the one, right? The one. Which, I mean, you never heard about this Hoa. Now, again, where's Egypt, my naga? Where's Egypt? So, yes, you're still talking America. And, yeah, did the creator make his name known among the Egyptians? I mean, were the miracles being done among the Egyptians? Moshe's coming out the situation. All this is happening. Did the one power, was the name revealed through the simple primitive root verb to exist? And what came first? Their Egyptian gods? Or we're talking about the one power? The one power. In Egypt, or Tameri, or America, right? That's what they call it. That's what they call it. You're talking about the great sacred eagle, right? What's it got to do with Egypt, my night? Yeah. Beautiful thing. Remember Hawata? In the book of Owaspi, they said he's what's it called? Living at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Starts with a C, you know what I'm talking about. It's late, man. But he's living at the same doggone time, you know what I'm saying? as Moshe. And I said, okay. Or no, Abraham. He said he's contemporaneous. Yeah, thank y'all, man. Y'all sent me the drop. It says Thawada is contemporaneous with Abraham. He's a kind of Native American Abraham, they say. Now, he was the name of an outstanding Mohawk, right? Mohawk chief who lived a few centuries before their arrival. However, he was also known as the Great Lawgiver. And his name is shown as Hawa or Ha Hawata, Ha Hawata, suggesting that perhaps the Indian memory confused a tribal hero with an early god. An Indian memory confused a tribal hero with the early god. So are they confusing him with the creator, or are they saying that he got the breath of security in him and with him, like El Hawakum, right? Come on, man. So, it's Hijack City, but we do a good job with a Dragonfly perspective of breaking it down. Oh, yeah, we're talking about Melchizedek, Psalms 110, High Priest forever. Who do they want to tie this into? You already know where they going, right? Oh, Psalms 110, your Lord said to my Lord. Nah, man, we got that, we got that Targum script, where we can see clearly that, this is a song of David about Hawa making his enemies his footstool. It has nothing to do with your Jesus or any of your Yah business that you want to start coming with. Hey, man, y'all dig on this. Again, it got some great drop in it. Just dodge there, dodge there. The hijack's never late, man. The hijack's never late. Ha, wa, da. Hey, wa, da, huh? See how they try to throw that in there, right? Hey, wa, da. Hi, wa, da. He, wa, huwana. And lastly, again, God is provoked and tells Moses, I am who I am. He shall tell the people, I am sent him, right? So he's telling you his name. I am sent. Here's my frequency. I exist. I am. Hawa. Tell him Hawa has sent you, right? The phrase I am who I am literally in Hebrew is Aya, Asher, Aya. Well, not literally. Not when you're talking about Hebrew root verbs. And this is Yiddish. You know what I'm saying? Aya is Yiddish, my naga. So that's not literally no Hebrew. That's not Paleo Hebrew, right? That's not Picto Hebrew with your A-ways and all that. You're in the modern. You're in the late. You're late to the party. Nah. Not literally. Literally speaking, you're just back to Hawa. Literally. Oh, but it says, but Hawa is not satisfied that Moses shall tell the people I am has sent him. That was too ordinary. Come on, man. To give my ancient frequency is too ordinary. Oh, everybody knows that God is. That he exists. Everybody knows that. If everybody knew that, he wouldn't continually say, I am. He wouldn't continuously say, and you will know that I am Hawa, right? And the people will know I am. The whole issue is about believing and knowing that your creator exists. He had to continuously prove he existed. So now you over here telling us that his name is too ordinary and that everybody knows that, who the creator is, and everybody knows he exists. So what now? What now? Because it's so ordinary. You see how they putting down they tell you it's the ancient love song, and now they call it too ordinary because everybody knows it. I thought we forgot the ancient love song. Everybody can't know it, and we forgot it at the same damn time. Either everybody know it, or we forgot it. Oh, everybody knows that the creator exists. Really? Then why are they calling on all these other powers in Egypt and all these other powers in Babylon if everybody knows it? Oh, but now we should give them a new name. Why is all the tribe and all this idolatry if they know the creator exists? Rather, Moses should tell the people that Yahweh sent him. He just throws this in, and then he tries to go into this future tense, right? The name Yahweh was to be remembered throughout all the generations. What happened to Hawa? How do we get from Yahweh? How do we get from Hawa to Yahweh? If it's the imperfective of the Hebrew verb Hawa, earlier form of Heya, not just was, but the one who is the existing. If the creator is telling you I exist, he's talking to you presently, huh? He's not saying I will exist. He's not saying I did exist. He's like, nigga, tell him the creator's right here and I exist. And I'm about to whoop some ass. He's not saying, oh, tell him in the future I'm going to exist. I think we assume that our creator's immortal. I think we assume that our creator has a future. You don't have to put the Yah on us for us to know our creator is immortal and has a future. To know that we got a breath of security. Oh, in the future, you got a breath of security. Man, we got a breath of security right now when he's talking to Moshe. Oh, so now Yahweh is to be remembered. You see this hijack, man? So you already see it, man. You already see it. You know what I mean? This is the drop, you know, that with, you know, knowing the script, knowing how they've done our ancient love song and getting back into the concordance of the root verbs they're using. Then you bring in these type of documents, you know, you dodge their hijacks. You dodge their hijacks because they're talking about an inflicted form of Heya Ishawa. I thought this was simply the ancient love song. I mean, when did it get so complicated? Hawa is the ancient name for the creator. Yes or no? Yes or no? Because suddenly they got a new name. Suddenly they put the Yah on us and we no longer remember Hawa, but yet Yahweh is the name and all that means Jesus? Nah, we're just talking about our creator, man. We're talking about the framing and the shaping, the molding and the forming. Hawa is the most ancient name for the creator. Managa, either it is or it ain't. You can make it complicated if you want to. See, we don't connect to the son of the creator. We connect to the creator. And we enjoy our heritage and our ancestors and our prophets and our priests, but we connect directly to the creator. And when we call on our creator, we call on the most ancient name for our creator, Hawa, a primitive root verb meaning to form or to mold. Or we simply talking our framer and our shaper, Halal Hawa, for our breath of security, for the added revelation, man, for the foundation of every breath we take. We just surfing the wave, my noggin. And more, man, we are seeing clearly that Hawa is opening up the gates. And the whole earth is being judged. So when the script is talking about the whole earth is being judged, now you have a perspective of what the earth really looks like. Now we can see beyond the barrier. Now we can see beyond the wall. And everything that's happening in the celestial, you're looking at it. And it's all happening. Shalom tribe. Thawada for enjoying this great wave surf. You wanted a 3-hour drop, you got a 3-hour drop. Courtesy of our creator. The most ancient name. The simplest way is many times the best way. To go directly to the creator is the most simple path. The ball's right out in front. All you gotta do is swing, batter, swing. It's a 9th inning, by the way. Who's on deck? Who's up next? The Naga is on Coom right now. The Naga's breaking through the barrier right now. And we are beginning to see clearly and to sing our ancient love song, Hawa, Hawa. Ooh.